Right, so this is that big ribeye I see the other day. So, like, really and truly, I really do want to just cook the whole lot. Like, yes, have it. But the reality of it is, there is only me and Joe. There is only two of us. It would just be a complete waste, wouldn't it, Joe? I mean,
Yeah.
how much beef do we really want to eat for how long? So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a big chunk off to do as a joint like that. Then I think I'm possibly going to go with just 2 ribeye steaks off it, and then save another bit as a joint. So, I mean, it seems like the most sensible thing to do, really and truly. But okay, so I mean, there's plenty in it. Look at the size of it. It's massive. And this is, my God, it's cold. This meat is. So let's just carve through it. This is good stuff. So I'll do it just as a joint for today, won't it? Just as a joint of beef, look.
Yep.
I mean, you can see, look. Nice, beautiful. It's a nice bit of meat this is. So then what? Then if I come and just do as like a couple of decent sized steaks off it, Joe, fairly thick. So I do them fairly thick. Yeah, something like that. Okay then, sold. I mean, even them, look, they're super steaks, aren't they? Look at that. That's a proper bit of steak, Jodie, isn't it? Ribeye steak. Bless you. Better than any turkey, this is. I've got this thing about turkey, right? I know it's too late now, everybody's had their turkeys, but check this. So the thing to say about turkey, right? I'm just going to say it. I think it's the most boring, dry, rubbishiest meat that's going. Nah, and a way to test this out would be like this. Wait till the summertime when you're invited to a barbecue and take some turkey with you and see how popular you are. I reckon you'd get run out of the barbecue. So I'm not buying into it like for Christmas and spending all that money on it myself. I'm going down the beef route. Anyway, today's Boxing Day. It's the day after Christmas. We've been away for Christmas, Joe, haven't we? We'll come back and I'm going to cook this now. So, see you in a bit. Right, so I got a couple of these like net things. What I've saved them off like joints of gammon and stuff. You know, I've just washed them and whatever. And so what I've done is I've put one onto the steak now, look, to hold it all together nice like that. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast. I'll seal it first in a minute, but I'm going to roast it on. I'm going to just roughly chop up some like onions, carrots, garlic, celery, spring onion, a couple of potatoes. I just put with the bottom of the tray as like a little trivet for it to sit on. And then I'll salt, pepper it, seal it, and then sit it on there and roast it for 60 minutes, maybe 65 minutes, but certainly no more than 65 minutes. I'll be using like rosemary, bay leaves. Have I gone through them already? No. Rosemary, bay leaves, a little bit of sage. That's thyme, obviously. Salt, pepper. Ouch. So I'll just get on with just chopping these up, and I'll be back to you in a second, guys. So I've got, what, about a third, getting on towards half a cup of water. Just going to tip in the bottom of the tray there, like that. So I'm doing a different order. Sorry guys, I'm just not feeling the best, you know. I've just been partying crazy, like crazy. Just pause it, James, while I get this lot ready to try to keep it short. Right guys, sorry about that. Just been partying hard, you know. I'm not at my best, put it that way. I just feel a little under the weather and yeah, whatever, it's alright though. So I ain't got no fresh herbs. Like I said, we've just got back in the house really and truly, haven't we, Joe? So I've got to use dried. So I'll just put a little bit of dried rosemary into the water. I don't know how much, that much.
A shake.
Touch of just a little bit of sage. Again, not loads. I'm going to put a couple of bay leaves in there. Something like this. 3 bay leaves in, why not?
A couple means 3 in this house. Baker's 3. Baker's couple, even.
I'll just get a big bunch at a time off. It's about the only fresh herb I've got left. Well, I've got coriander and stuff, but it's
We've got a big parsley plant that we bought for one recipe that we've never used.
Yeah, true. So throw some thyme in there.
Smell that.
Yeah.
Butchering my plant.
I know.
How dare you.
We need a new one anyway. See, it's winter time here, so I can't really grow them anymore. I normally grow them outside. I've got plenty of them, so.
Smells nice there.
Yeah, there you go. Then. So that's like the aromatics in sort of thing. I've got some carrots.
That was 2 carrots, wasn't it? Chopped
Yeah,
up?
2 carrots just chopped up into battens. Then got garlic. I'm simply just gonna crush the garlic. You know what I mean, with a knife, throw it in. Job done. I'll probably cut them in half or so. Actually, garlic in. This is going to be nice. Onions. I'm just going to put these in like reasonable sized chunks, really and truly. Just don't matter, does it? Just throw them in.
Should we do these and come back in a sec?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know. I'm not being the fastest in the world, am I, at the minute? Sorry.
He's not on his A game. He's on his. We've been drinking for about the past 5 days game.
Full on as well, hardcore every day, morning. From the minute I woke up till the minute I go to bed. We've been stopping at a pub.
Not a lot of food in between, considering the time of year.
Yeah, we've just been proper hardcore. So, yeah, you can do, Jane. I'll just finish chopping these up in a minute.
I can say.
Right. Spring onion. See, what's happened is as well over the weekend, you know, leading up Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, stuff like that. Well, before that, the temperature was like in the 20s Fahrenheit or minus whatever if you're going in Celsius. And then over the weekend, it's been like 11.
Spring onion, by the way.
Yeah, it's been like 11, 12 degrees or like, you know, 55 Fahrenheit, something like that. So it's been red hot, freezing cold, red hot. It's now gone cold again. And do you know what? I'm just feeling a bit under the weather. I think it's got me. I'm not celery. I'm not
celery.
I'm not a poorly person, but I just feel it on my chest and stuff, you know.
Sounds awesome. So that was celery and a spring onion.
Do you want some potatoes in it? I mean, I'm looking good with all stuff there, right? I like that.
Yeah, have you got enough?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if you want some roast potatoes.
Put one.
Put one. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to have 1 potato. Just to see.
Skin on?
Yep. Rustic.
Alright then, rustic it is. So, just do that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Throw that in. Right, okay,
And
so...
the meat is going to just sit on there.
Yep, I'm going to olive oil it and everything first now, so we'll just pause a minute while I get that out. It's
Yep.
not firing on all 4 cylinders. So I've got some olive oil that I'm just going to drizzle up. Oh, yeah, throw it everywhere. Just put that on there. And then just generally mix all that in there.
If I can put into context what he's like today, it's a bit like letting your child loose in the kitchen.
You know what I mean? Right, so anyway, so I've got that like all nice and nice now. So I'll just pause a minute, I'll wash my hands and we'll come back and we'll seal that. So, yeah. Right, so I'm going to salt and pepper. Put loads of salt and pepper on it. Rub that in a sec. This is going to be nice. That's still alright. That's right. I've just got the oil on, heating up. So. Absolutely plenty. I mean, I could just carry on doing this so you can cut the film, there you go, if you want. I'm just going to go all the way around it, pepper. One thing I forgot, I've got just a beef stock cube. I'm just going to break up into the water and over the veg, give it another mix round in a second. You see I've peppered it. I will salt it in a second just before it goes in to the water, to the oil, should I say. Sorry if I'm in the way. Right, should we pause there? You can see what I'm doing. I'm sprinkling a beef stock cube in. Back in a minute. So this is just before I put it in. I'm going to put plenty salt on it as well. Obviously salt draws the moisture out of it, so I only do this right
you know, just right before I'm gonna seal it. Salt, right, plenty salt and pepper. Right, so now I'm going to seal it. I'm going to get some tongs, I suppose, shall I? Right, hopefully the oil's hot enough.
That was a yes.
Kitchen towel, sorry darling. Okay. Seal it all the way around. Wow.
Warm.
Yeah, it's getting up now. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
That's it.
I think that's right. Can you grab the pan, please, Jodie? Thank you. I reckon that's about good. Wow, that's hot. Wow, funny that, isn't it?
Funny how that being hot oil is hot. There you go.
Touch more pepper, throw it on there. I'm not skimping on this pepper because obviously when you just got slices of it, I mean, you've got it on the crust, didn't you? Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, I'll just probably sprinkle a little more salt on it as well, and then I'll put it on there back in a second.
Right, so what I've done is I've preheated the oven to, I don't know, around 200 degrees. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to turn it down to 160 degrees Celsius. Is that Fahrenheit? About 325. And I'm going to cook this for 65 minutes. I have got a digital thermometer which I'll test it with, but 65 minutes only. I want it medium rare, nice pink inside. It's just, there's no way that's getting well done.
That's that. I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Bye now. Right, this is at about half an hour now. It smells amazing in my kitchen. It's energising me, the smell has. I am going to turn it over now, just to, you know, let it cook even, try and get it to cook evenly. Boy, hot, hot, hot. Back in the oven, guys.
See you later.
Right, this is at, sorry, excuse me. This is at 1 hour and 5 minutes. I am going to test it with the thermometer. What I will do though, ouch, I will turn it over just in case it needs some more time. Ow. Because I'll roast it on this side now. Ouch. Boy, that's proper hot. It's the steam coming from everything, so it's steaming it as well. So, let's see where we're at. I want to get into the centre of it, don't I? So, something like that, I suppose, eh, Joe? Get into the middle, see where we're at. So I'll just check that out. Thermometer will take a minute to come up to temperature. Pause it while it does it, keep it short. Right, that needs more time. I mean, if I'm honest with you, I've gone off fillet of steak cooking time when I've done that before. It's only 45 degrees and I want it at about 60, so I know that once it reaches this type of temperature, it will normally go 1 minute per degree, so about another 15 minutes I think, you know, to get that somewhere like. So I'm going to bang this back in the oven for another 15 minutes and we'll see where we're at then. Okay. Right, that's about the temperature now. It's at about 1 hour and 25, about 1 hour and 25 minutes or so, something like that. And I'm saying that's done, so I'm going to leave that to rest now. I'll loosely cover it in some foil for about 20 minutes or so, and then, right, I'll just take that off the plate and I'll come back to you in a minute. I'll get a slotted spoon there. Right, so I'm going to get all these veggies out and just put them on this foil tray.
I roast them just so, like Jodie wants any of the carrots or potatoes or anything. And then I'm going to use the juice what's left in the bottom now as part of my gravy. So I'll just get these out. I'm going to put them back in the oven and roast them off. You know, just to finish them off sort of thing on a high temperature. So I'll just do that. I'll be back in a minute. I've separated my liquid, look. I'm going to use that for my gravy in a second. I'm just going to put this back into the oven on a higher light now, just to roast these off while the meat's resting and while we prepare the gravy and everything else. So to make the gravy, I've simply used a packet gravy because I just really like it. It's that simple. I'm going to add to it a little bit of dark soy sauce. Not loads, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put in the juices from all the veggies and the beef and everything.
We went less water in the gravy from what we should do.
Yeah.
So, because we've gone in with a hot.
Give that a nice mix. Just bring that obviously to the boil, a little thicken. I put a little bit of corn flour in there as well, or cornstarch, whatever you want to say. And that's going to be delightful. I'll try that bit. Oh yeah, properly nice.
In a bit.
In a bit, bye now. So it's been resting for about 20 minutes. Time for a little carve up. See what's going on. Oh, look at that juice, man.
See it as you carve through it. It's just like veins. It's like blood flowing through its veins.
That's juicy, nice. Now for me, you can keep your turkey. This is where it's at for me.
Are we actually going to taste test it a minute?
Yeah, go on then. It's all we can do in it.
Taste test.
Well, we know it's going to taste lovely, don't we? I suppose. It's what we can do here then, Jodie. Is like we could just produce off.
Better do it straight off.
Straight off.
No Germanness.
Right, my little. So.
Juicy. Tender.
That's lovely, that, isn't it? Right, guys, I'm going to carry on carving it. I'll just get the rest of the dinner ready.
Back in a sec.
Back a bit. Right, where do you want your
There you go.
Where do you want your gravy, Cheds?
Everywhere. Yeah, and the Yorkshire puddings, meat. The gravy's got a nice rich look about it.
Yeah, it is nice. Oh. Right.
And right along the meat and the roasted vegetables that came off this nice looking tray.
Want your mash? Like
Yeah.
this? Right then.
That'll probably do me for now.
So,
There we have it.
roast ribeye beef. I told you I'm not with it. There you go.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Bye.
Right, I've just had to come back on and tell you, but having ate that was delightful. The gravy is among the best I've ever tasted.
Ditto.
Gorgeous dinner that was. Right, see you later, guys.